I think, firstly, from my perspective as a football fan, right, even though he's having a little moan up, right, he could easily come into a press conference and say the same things over and over again, excuse me, which a lot of managers do. So I think we should pat him on the back for being as outspoken as he is and as animated as he is as well. Do you think managers have a problem with press conferences? Do you think they hate them?
I'm sure they get irritated by them. They're used to it now. If you're a manager who's as experienced as Jurgen Klopp is, then you're going to be used to these press conferences. You've been doing it for years upon years. Of course, it determines on where your team is. If team's flying at the top of the table, if you're Mikel Arteta, you're loving the press conferences because everything's positive. But at the minute, Liverpool, struggling in the league, just been beaten 3-0 by Wolves, the journalists are going to be asking questions, what's wrong, Jurgen? This player's form, that player's form, the injuries that he's got, the investment into the football club. Have you had enough money to spend? They're going to ask all these questions, of course. So the fact that he's getting so rattled is just giving them ammunition, I think, because we're talking about it now. So journalists are going to say, well, you ask him this question, you're just going to poke the beast. You look at the response you'll get.
Do you think they're asking a question to get a line out of him, like a big back page spread? Or do you think they're genuinely asking the question because they want to know the answer? I'm
sure there's a little bit of both, I'd say. There's probably a couple that are asking him questions, knowing that it could be a back page headline. But at the same time, they're having to ask questions that it's important that the journalists ask the questions, because you look at Liverpool last season and then look at them this season, it's a completely different.
I know, but if they're coming out for a press conference about the game, for argument's sake, he's obviously speaking ahead of the Merseyside derby. I'm asking the question, I don't know the answer. Should the questions just be about the game? Is he fit? Is he fit? Are you going to play 4-4-2? You're thinking of, rather than, lack of investment, you've seen what Chelsea do.
Well, no, I think it's all relevant.
Do you?
Yeah, it's all relevant. We've just come out of January, and Liverpool bought Gakpo, and you've watched your rivals Chelsea, who are down there we are, like spend copious amounts of money. So I think it's all relevant. You want to know how he's feeling. Like you're frustrated that some of your rivals are making their squads stronger, and you haven't really invested that much in January. You want to ask him about the performance against Wolves. What are we going to see differently from that performance than this Merseyside derby? You're going to be asking him questions. Everton have got Sean Dyche, just got the result against Arsenal. What are you expecting? So all of these type of questions, I think they're all valid. If they start asking ridiculous questions about, I don't know, what players are doing in their spare time, then okay, fair enough. But I think it's all important to try and get that idea from Jurgen Klopp, and the fact that he keeps biting at everything they ask him, they're going to keep asking the questions.
Let's go to the phone line, shall we? 03717223344. Billy's a Liverpool fan. He's first up. Hi, Billy. How are you?
Hello, lads. It's first-time caller here. Great show, guys.
Oh, that's very kind. How long are you listening to talkSPORT for, Bill?
About 3 years, probably.
Wow. And this is the first time you've ever called in?
Yeah, I've never called in before, no.
Okay. How are you feeling? You nervous?
No, I'm all right.
Okay. Well, good luck with your debut. It's going really well so far, Bill.
Thank you.
Off we go.
Yeah, so basically, I think they all need to stop moaning about the press conferences. It's the journalist's job to ask what they think the fans and everyone else want to hear. So the fact that they're moaning about it is ridiculous. It doesn't have to be on the topic of the game necessarily. It should just be in general what they want to hear.
I agree. I think that there's only so many times you can ask the question in a press conference about the performance and what team you're going to pick, who's available. You know what I mean? The press conference will be open in 4 minutes.
Boring. It gets boring, doesn't it, asking them questions? I mean, sometimes you've got to ask some slightly edgy questions where people want to know the answers to. And if they don't want to answer them, that's fair enough. It's up to them to say, no, look, that's over the line. I don't want to answer that question. But going out moaning about it's not going to do them any favours.
Do you, as a football fan, I know you're a Liverpool fan, but also a football fan, Billy, when you see your manager bite like that, do you think, why have they done that to him? Or why is he bitten? Or leave him alone? How do you feel when you see your manager like yours get his feathers ruffled?
I feel like it's more of a why is he bitten sort of thing rather than why are they asking him the question, because I think they've got every right to ask the question. I think it embarrasses the manager himself. It's sort of embarrassing when he bites like that, because what does he expect? He's going into a press conference. Obviously, they're going to ask him questions.
Okay. Listen, thanks for coming on. Before I let you go, 2 questions. How do you think you'll get on? I think it's at Anfield, isn't it, against Everton on Monday night, live and exclusive on talkSPORT. How are you feeling ahead of that one, Bill?
Not great, to be honest, because Everton have got the new manager bounce about them. And Liverpool are struggling. So if Everton are going to get a result in this game, it's going to be the one at the weekend.
Okay. Do you know as well, Billy? Sorry, you've got 3 horrible fixtures, haven't you? Everton, Newcastle away, Real Madrid.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be lucky to get a win, one win out of them 3, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. Listen, before I let you go, loads of other listeners wouldn't have ever phoned talkSPORT before. You've just made your debut. A little message to them, how easy it was, how comfortable you felt?
Yeah, it's fine. It's brilliant, actually. It was quick and easy. Go for it if you want to do it, yeah.
Go for it if you want to do it.
Quick and easy.
Sounds like a supermarket checkout. Bill, listen, have a great weekend. Thanks so much for coming on.
Cheers. Thanks, lads.
There you go. Billy's made his debut.
I love that. We make it quick and easy.
That's what we're here for. You can do the same. If you've never phoned talkSPORT, now's your chance. Pick up the phone and get involved. 03717 22 3344.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.